What's going on, guys? Nick from the Scooter Zone here to do another review for you guys. No, it's been a few weeks. It's been pretty busy here. And then I went on tour for a week. So came in early to work this morning so I had a little time, without customers or anything here, to talk to you guys about some parts. Now I know Epic forks weren't the part you voted on. There's a couple parts you guys voted on, but we don't have many of those in stock. And because we do a sale, I know Epic forks came in like 3rd or 4th. So I'm gonna do the Epic forks now, and as we get those other parts in stock, then I'll do them. And then because of that, we just got a bunch of Epic forks in, which means 10% off sale on the site from today, which is, let's see, Friday, July 26th. And let me see when it's gonna go till. So it goes from today, the 26th, we'll run this one all the way through to Monday, August 5th. So that gives you 2 full weekends to, to get the 10% off. It gives you 2 full weeks. You get 10% off any of the Epic forks. They go down from 70 bucks down to 63. So cool savings right there. Let's see. So I'll start off Epic forks. Colors they come in. You get the black, the blue, the purple, the green, the gold. We just came out with the gunmetal gray. So there's 6. We also have splash versions of those. So black splash, blue splash, gold splash, green splash, purple splash, red splash, gray splash. There's plenty of different color combinations we come in. Every now and then we have like a silver, like a polished kind of look. So it's kind of a lot of colors. They come 10 offset, which is like this, where the wheel kicks forward like every other fork does. There's also a 0 offset. Let me show you one of those. So here's one of those raw silver forks I was talking about. This one's a 0 offset. Biggest difference between the two, of course, either the wheel sticks forward or it sticks straight. 0 offset forks are never backwards. Both forks are going to almost ride the same and almost feel the same. The 10 offsets, you get a little more room for nose blunts. So I know certain decks you want that, certain decks you don't. My favorite part about the 0 offset, I rode one of these for a long time, is I rode a front peg, but I also did a lot of crook grinds, front side and back side. So if I wanted to do a back crook, I couldn't because my peg was in the way. But because of 0 offset, and I rode, rewind bars, so they're not back sweep, I could turn the fork around. Now peg's on the front side, back side's clear. I can do backside crook grinds or whatever grind I want. Same with Smith grinds. I can do backside Smiths, or I can do a half bar. Peg's on the front side of me. I can do front side Smiths or toothpicks. List goes on. So that's my favorite part about these. Also, it brings your balance point for nose manuals. Brings it back just a little bit, but it's enough to make actually a big difference. So if you're in the game trying to learn nose manuals, the 0 offset forks will make it a little easier for you, along with foot jams as well. Because instead of having to cram your foot in this little space right here, you get a little more room. The wheel sticks out a little further because it's 0, and you get a little room for foot jams. So that's that. Let's see. I'm gonna weigh these for you guys too on our scale. I'm not sure how accurate it is. I'm gonna weigh another fork also, just so you guys can get the, get the gist of it. These guys come in. Let's see. That was the wrong button. Hold on. Okay. Okay. These guys come in at 0.6 pounds, so a little over half pounds. Puts them around, I think 10 ounces, somewhere around there. Not bad. Just to get a comparison, tilt forks come in at 0.8 pounds. So, and the tilt forks are a fairly light fork as well. That's good for these guys. A little lighter than that, so they're a nice weight for a fork. Let's see, a couple other things I know you guys always want to hear: how thick the fork tube is. I know we have one of the thicker fork tubes on the market. Our wall, about 0.215 inches thick, almost a 1/4 inch thick, which is why we use the smaller star nut, that 70th star nut. We went with the thicker wall because, well, eventually forks do break. We don't like our parts breaking, so we decided to thicken them up a little bit, and really don't have hardly any break or bend anymore, which is a good thing. You don't want your fork to bend or break. That's bad. So we run a thicker fork on these. There's also, it's hard to see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, There's a little notch in here about a 1/2 inch down for the star nut. When you install the star nut, it's going to grab one of the legs, and it's not going to let the star nut pull out. It's a cool little feature we've been doing for years now. You know, stop star nut from pulling out, keeps your headset tight. Other things like the scorcher forks, it's got this little lip right here, so your crown race sits on top of that. So when you're trying to get your headset crown race off, it makes it a lot easier because you're not trying to scratch your fork up and scrape it off and everything. You get a little room underneath to pry it off, make it easy. Compatible, it's got the cap at the bottom for ICS, or you can put a star nut on top for HIC or SCS, so you're compatible with all 3 compression systems. I know one other thing a lot of kids wonder about is how long the fork tube is. Ours is 6.5 inches. Pretty much the normal size. It works well with any, any Phoenix deck or something like that with a big SCS. If you want to run a smaller SCS, you can get the cut about a 1/2 inch. Comparison, these guys work with the smaller SCS, and they run 6 inches long. So if you're gonna run the Epic forks with the baby SCS or a Tilt SCS or a Phoenix or any of the 3-inch SCS clamps, you can either have to cut it a 1/2 inch or add a 1/2 inch worth of spacers. We suggest cutting it. It looks better and less sketchy. But I mean, overall, I had, review-wise, I had my first pair of Epic forks. It was a 0 offset like this. It was silver. I had them for 2 years. It was the very, very first pair we ever made. It was our prototype pair. Had it for 2 years. I'd still be running it today, but about a year ago I sent it off to get polished, and the company lost my fork. So, otherwise I'd still ride it. Right now I'm riding a 10 offset fork. It's a Black Splash. Reason I switched is I started riding back sweep handlebars, doing a lot of nose blunts, wanted a little bit more room. And I couldn't do half bars to toothpick the other way because I went from back sweep to front sweep. It was awkward. But either fork is a great fork. I mean, at 70 bucks, honestly, and for a USA made fork, that's a real good price. I know there's a lot of forks coming out of China and other random countries like that for 80, 90 bucks, which is honestly a rip-off. So, you get a nice quality fork. These guys also come with a 3-month warranty from us. So if you happen to buy the fork, you bend it, you snap it, you break the fork at all, as long as you have a receipt, been less than 3 months, we get you a brand new fork. I mean, if you're a little over the warranty time, we can get you a good deal on a new fork, don't worry. Oh, 2 more things. The forks come with the axle, simple silver button head axle, 5mm, and they also have built-in spacers. It's a nice feature because putting a washer in a fork is a pain in the ass. Other than that, laser edge graphic on there. They either come on the sides or they come on the front sometimes. Depends on the run. We like to mix it up a little bit, keep it interesting. But look out for the next reviews coming out soon. Vote in the comments below on what part you want me to do next. And look forward. I got a couple how-tos of Raymond Wonder coming up pretty soon, so watch out for those. Thanks, guys.